if you follow this podcast, you know that I travel a lot, and you know that I was trying to count up the other day how many hotels I've stayed in this year. It's something like 75 or 80. Probably 100 different places that I've slept, including people's houses and stuff, but things other than hotels, and cars and airplanes and stuff like that. And somebody was asking me at this engagement I just came from how I stay fit and how I try to stay flexible, and how do I handle that much travel. And let me tell you, it's not glamorous. It's not fun. The traveling part, the sitting on airplanes and everything. But I just figured I'd show you real quick as I go to the airport, because I wanted to put something up and I haven't had a chance to make anything. But this might be interesting for you. How do I handle all the sitting that I have to do in this job? So wanted to show you some mobility things that I do that I've learned over the years to help a lot. When you're sitting, your hip flexors get very tight, very, very short, and basically you kind of get stuck in this seated position. And so what I've learned is having to it's really painful eventually on your back to sit so much. It's painful on my legs to sit so much. So opening those up is really important, especially as I'm no spring chicken. So if I'm going to move the camera here so you can see what I'm doing, I crouch down like this, and if you can see there, I'm flat-footed on the ground. Now, when I started doing this, I couldn't stand flat-footed and crouch like this. I would be up on my balls of my feet like that, and realized that was due to a lack of flexibility on my part. So I've worked on it and gotten to where I can get down in this crouch, flat-footed like that, as low as possible, and I just sit in this position for like a good 60 seconds or 90 seconds. And what I've noticed is that after about a minute in this position, I can literally feel my lower back and my buttocks and everything just sort of relax and open up. And it is a very, very good exercise for, it's like relieving the pressure on my low back after sitting for so long. I do this at rest stops. I do it even in the back of the airplane sometimes. It looks kind of funny, and I don't really care because it really does help. It helps a lot. The other thing that I've learned to do is, stretch out these hip flexors by lunging like this and stretching out right there, both sides, stretching those hip flexors. If I can't crouch like that, I'll just do it standing, like the old runner's stretch out my hip flexors. That helps a lot. The other thing that helps is to stay hydrated. Drink as much water as I can when I'm on the road, even though that forces me to get up in the airplane and go to the bathroom more. That's a good thing. It forces me to stretch out and walk a little bit. When I'm driving, I drink as much as I can because it forces me to pull over and take a rest stop now and then, and it keeps me awake. And staying hydrated is a huge thing. If I start feeling really tired and really bad on the road, normally it's because I am dehydrated. I've just figured that out over the years. So that helps a lot. The other thing, I've learned to do is sleep when I can sleep. Don't try to fight the jet lag. Just roll with it. It comes with the territory. And so if I'm tired, I'll lay down and I just give myself 20 minutes. Just sleep for about 20 minutes. That's all. And set an alarm. Tell Siri, wake me up in 20 minutes. And just if I can just dip into sleep for just that long, it like resets everything. And I feel much better. I can get up, I can go for another, 8 hours and feel good. I do a lot of jetting, but I try not to do a lot of lagging, you know what I mean? I try not to let myself take a nap for like 3-4 hours or something if I'm jet lagged, because you're not going to get on the new schedule if you do that. So that's just how it works for me. I've got to run to the airport, but I thought you might find that helpful. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following the Hot Zone. I'm going to be doing a little bit of reporting from the U.S. southern border in the next couple days, and so keep a lookout for that. And we'll see you soon. ChuckHolton.locals.com if you want to see the articles and stuff that I'm reading, that